He may find himself in a precarious spot in 2021. Thing is, it's the position Sam Darnold's already in. Flacco might not be a real threat to unseat Darnold this year, barring catastrophe, but unless Darnold shows significant improvement this season, there is a chance the Jets will decide he is not the franchise quarterback they hoped he would be. Look who's here to join the conversation, Jeff Saturday. It's been a minute. Always good to see you, my friend. We'll get to you in just a moment. Neek, you are up first here. Who's more likely to thrive in New York City, Danny Dimes or Sam Darnold?
All right, before I get to that, though, I love to see my man Jeff. We go way back. He's an awesome guy. If you didn't hear what he said on Get Up this morning about how important black men have been in his life and how they've helped him become the man that he is, you need to find that on the internet somewhere. It is awesome. I love you, Jeff. Great to see you. But now to the important stuff, much more important than any of that. Who's going to be better, Dimes or Darnold? So I got my money on Darnold, honestly. And I think that Darnold has shown an ability to outplay the talent that's around him in many cases, because I don't think that they've set him up to succeed necessarily. And I've seen Darnold be able to perform against many different types of defenses. And that's the knock, I think, against Daniel Jones, is that Daniel Jones is a man coverage beater. And a lot of people, I feel like, are suffering from something I'm going to coin today, is debut bias. Like, Daniel Jones was awesome in that debut. And then since we all were down on that pick because he had a great game in that comeback win against, I think it was the Bucks, now all of a sudden everyone's like, oh, nope, we were all wrong. He's the best quarterback in the NFL. That's not true. Like, I still don't think that Daniel Jones has risen to the level of deserving to be drafted where he was drafted, but he was, and he's in a situation that I don't think is perfect. They have a general manager there that has made a series of inexplicable decisions, and they also have a head coach there that I think it's fair to say most reasonable people would say is a little unqualified, or at least skip to the front of the line. So I don't have faith in very many parts of that organization. That defense was horrendous last year, and it hasn't gotten much better. I don't have faith in the general manager, who seems to hate numbers and said he added computer folks, and that was supposed to make us feel comfortable about his decision-making. And I don't have any faith in the head coach, who was a special teams coordinator just a week ago. So, Max, how could you possibly be excited about Daniel Jones in this situation? You agree with me, right?
Well, no, I think I'll take Daniel Jones over Sam Darnold. Let me say first, these guys are really young. Like, they're younger than, like, Lamar Jackson, who's people don't understand how young this guy is. Like, and because Lamar Jackson hit the ground running literally, right, and had this incredible career so far at such a young age, I think the standards have changed for young quarterbacks. And there's one Lamar Jackson. And you can be a perfectly good quarterback by your mid-20s, or even a Pro Bowl caliber quarterback, and not be Lamar Jackson ever, let alone at the age of 22. And that's how old these guys are. Darnold and Jones both 22, though Darnold more experienced on a pro level. I'll take Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, you were just talking about QBR. Domonique has a QBR 10 points higher than Sam Darnold last year. You know why? Because he threw twice as many touchdowns as interceptions. Threw 24 touchdowns and 12 picks. The Giants' offensive line has gotten better, but it's not exactly all world. He did not have much by way of a receiving core. His running back, even the all-world running back, Saquon Barkley, was banged up, really not himself last year. Daniel Jones is just talented. He's just, and by the way, this, better numbers, better QBR, the whole thing, better on his feet, like runs better, the whole thing, than Sam Darnold, and that's with a fumbling problem as a rookie. Now, it's not guaranteed you're going to correct a fumbling problem. Like, let's not rush past that. But it is a correctable problem. But even with the fumbling problem, he was 10 points of QBR better than Sam Darnold. What if he does correct it? I mean, 24-12 touchdown interception, 2-1, and he could run as a rookie with correct the fumbling problem now, and look at the trajectory if he gets a little better by the age of 23 or 24. Daniel Jones has a chance, I think, to be an elite quarterback. Sam Darnold, I think, and I've always thought, has a chance to be a good quarterback for a while. I think Jones's top end is better.
I'm throwing out all your analysis because they both turned 23 in the last week or so. So you're wrong there, so you're wrong about everything. What do you think, Jeff?
That's right. It's like, it's June already. You're right. May and June birthdays.
I'm going to say this. I'm leaning towards Daniel Jones myself here, and I'll say why. I think, Max, you bring up a lot of good points with addressing the offensive line. Neither quarterback, neither quarterback has been surrounded with what you would consider top-level talent, right? So both guys are kind of playing in underdog-type territory. But if you look at Daniel Jones, the touchdowns he threw, I do think he's more mobile than Sam Darnold. And I also think the guys around him are going to be better. And as you're looking at the Giants organization as a whole, they addressed O-line, some defensive flaws, some other issues that ultimately help the quarterback's numbers. It doesn't always go back to the quarterback, but ultimately it's going to help his numbers. And I think their offensive line will be better, which will ultimately help Daniel Jones in the long run. I love how we started it, though, that Daniel Jones in a couple of years could be exactly where Sam Darnold is, and that's so true. And I am not nearly as quick to make a guy elite as Max. I will not go elite. I'll say they are good right now. On the upswing is what you're hoping. But to say that a guy can capture elite,
I'm not saying he's elite, Jeff.
You
I'm
said
saying
he was close enough.
Wait, eyeball
you
test.
See elite in that?
You don't see. I see. I do. There's a reason they call him Danny Dimes, man.
No,
he's running one way, throwing another, and putting it on the guy's steps as a rookie.
Because it sounds good is why they call him Danny Dimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Can we?
Yeah, be careful.
Did you say alliteration is the reason why?
Yeah.
Oh, my
that
goodness.
guy,
Alliteration.
It could have been that he brought dimes in to pay off a debt one time. We don't know why that dude's called Danny Dimes. We can't give credit to something.
He snitched in the 80s, so they call him Danny Dimes.
Yeah, I'm throwing Max's opinion out because he doesn't know birthdays, and I'm throwing Jeff's opinion out because I don't know what you did with all that money. Like, what's up with your setup? You played in NFL in a long time, and you got a tiny TV with wires hanging out, a couple bookshelves with no books on it. What you doing? What you do with all that money?
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.